Karapiro.
Yeah, we're down here at the Mighty River Domain for a 3-star Karapiro Open with the men's final about to kick off between David Jeffrey and Perry Preston versus Johan Timmer and Alani Nicklin. You're joined here with Abby Jessup and myself, Trent Webby.
Woohoo! Ready for an awesome final. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit breezy here. Conditions today, we've got overcast weather with gusty winds of about 24 kilometres, and it's swirling. There's no one direction. It's changed. Ref Tim Cleaver from Tauranga.
Yeah, so we just finished up the women's semi-final and it was nice and calm, but it's been chopping and changing all day. So we'll see what it brings to the table for today's match.
So we've got Perry Preston and David Jeffrey in the grey shorts with Alani Nicklin and Johan Timmer repping the black shorts. And we've got first serve coming from David Jeffrey. Wind just picking up.
So it's going to be a spin serve.
Clinical play there by Alani Nicklin, going for the over line. David Jeffrey just coming up too shallow. And the first point of this men's final at the 3-star Open here at Karapiro Open goes to Alani Nicklin and Johan Timmer.
Lovely swing and off the block.
Yes, a net touch. Net violation there by Timmer and Nicklin. Great recovery set there. Great pick.
Beautiful swing and pick.
There's a beautiful rally going on at the moment. Yes.
Nice. He only really had angle to deal with there, but it made it nice and sharp.
Great pick. Actually, the miss pass by Johan Timmer was cleaned up, by Alani Nicklin was cleaned up by Johan Timmer, but the dig from David Jeffrey is what made that rally spectacular.
Oh, great block.
Yeah, inside set, probably dropping a little bit shorter inside from the antenna than Johan Timmer was anticipating, hitting it only cross court into the block.
See that replay? Boom.
Tight set.
Oh!
Joust! Oh, interesting.
Awesome teamwork.
Interesting choice of play there. We thought we saw Johan going on 2, but he just gives a what we call a knuckle set, which is where you just dig it off your knuckle. You see, he couldn't use his open hands. That would have been called a carry. Followed by a second knuckle by Alani Nicklin.
Lovely dig. An awesome roll over the block. As you can see, Nicklin was in the midline, thinking he was going to go angle.
Yeah, David Jeffrey did well there to sell that. He's great at selling his shots. You think he's going for the power, and he just turns and puts it line. The slight twist of the wrist.
Great idea, just a little bit far and out.
So we've got a first side change here, 5-2 to Jeffrey Preston, here in the first set of the Lake Karapiro 3-star Open, in conjunction with Volleyball New Zealand and skysportnext. Another,
just out.
yeah, another one just going too wide. Let's see what we have here. Deep serve. Great
Beautiful
dig.
pick. Oh, 2 awesome swings.
Yeah, David Jeffrey all over that. He's reading Johan Timmer like a book, a picture book. No words needed.
I feel like the semi-final was his warm-up.
Yeah. Another deep serve on Johan Timmer. High set.
Oh, great read by Timmer. That one definitely worked in his favour.
Yeah. He's asking for some high sets, which can be real risky in this gusty wind. The higher you set it, obviously, the more chance for it to move. What we might see, as we saw in the earlier semi-finals, Johan Timmer does sometimes like a short set and goes real quick. Fast tempo.
Oh, good read by Nicklin.
Yeah. But taken on two by Perry. He saw the spot. Perry Preston, that is.
Yeah, Perry Preston and Jeffrey have been playing very technical in this game so far.
Absolutely. There's
nice smash.
Yeah, there's that short set that I was just mentioning a bit earlier where they just like to keep the tempo in quick. And the clinical players, when the server has to run to the net to block, the quick tempo is really hard to position yourself ready to block it.
Nice float.
Behind set, using the wind.
Oh!
Great work, actually. Wrap around. Bree's going to push that set a little bit wider, so he wraps around, make it easy for the setter, and executes a clinical play there. Great work. David Jeffrey going back for the serve. Another gentleman we mentioned about all these New Plymouth players earlier in the semi-final. David Jeffrey also coming from New Plymouth. Spotswood College.
Oh.
Shout out to Spotswood College if there's anyone watching.
We'll switch sides there.
9-5 here at the moment with David Jeffrey and Perry Preston leading the march in the first set, first out the gate.
Slowly starting to close that gap now. Good cut shot.
There's the sal again. That guy can sal ice to an Eskimo, I tell you that. Makes it real difficult for the backcourt player because he has to wait just that fraction longer to see where he's shooting it. Is he shooting it over to the line or shooting at the cross? That one was the cut.
Great cut.
Oh!
Oh!
That was a little bit...
Yeah, that was a touch of luck.
Yeah, I tell you what, Johan Timmer had actually left it, confident that he had dug that out. The wind definitely helped him there and just dropped it straight on the line. A little bit embarrassing. David Jeffrey all over that second ball. Snapdragon.
Oh.
Unlucky on that cut. Preston Jeffrey playing very well for this first set. Executing some great plays.
Wind starting to pick up in set one as well. Oh, great swing.
Good pick there.
Nice commitment.
Tight set, what we got going. Free ball. And there's the slice. But a slice of heaven right there by Perry Preston.
Yep. So as you can see, they're all set up for the line ball. Placing it right where they weren't, which is exactly what you want to do in beach volleyball. Lovely jump serve.
Short set. Perry Preston getting the touch, gotta go. Short set again.
Oh, and great swing.
Wow, that created a crater there by Johan Timmer, just hammering that one down in the cross court. That mid ball is really hard when the set is in the middle of the net. You can hit left or right, it's hard to block. Wrap around, use the wind. It's a
Nice
free ball
pick.
though. There's that middle set again.
Oh! Great use by Nicklin.
We might see Nicklin and Timmer start to pick up the strategy of setting the ball in the middle of the net a little bit more often.
Oh!
Dig. Great work, great hustle.
Ah.
That's a bit of an ego ball. You get the dig, which no one thought you would use. That brings our technical timeout at 12-9. With Jeffrey Preston leading the march in this first set down here at Lake Karapiro, Mighty River Domain.
Be interesting to see if the boys switch up their technical play.
Yeah, absolutely. So all 4 of these players are ranked AAA in the New Zealand point system, and what AAA means is that we have a Pro Tour, New Zealand Beach Tour, which kicks off in January at Nelson with the first event, Ruakaka second, Christchurch, and then followed by Mount Maunganui. If you finish in the top 4 there, you're ranked as one of the top players in the country, and you get what's considered a AAA ranking. Now, this tournament's a 3-star event, 5-star being what a beach tour event is, New Zealand Beach Tour. So the winner of these games will get a AA, so they won't change rankings, but it just shows that we've got 4 of our top athletes here playing in the final here at the 3-star Karapiro Open.
All right, Timmer on the service.
Snapdragon, it goes into the
Ooh.
block.
Oh.
Block there by Pezza. He's gone on 2.
Oh, nice work. Great teamwork.
That was very well played by Nicklin and Timmer. Johan just choosing to go for a float serves, hoping the wind's going to stir some pots up here. Set just dropping short for the cross shot. David Jeffrey. I believe that comes up 12-11. Yes, there we have.
Yeah, closing up that gap. Nice little slice.
Yep, David Jeffrey all over that. Very Preston with the transition set. Snapdragon over to that deep corner again.
Nice. And Jeffrey was there, great placement. But at the end of the day, those balls come hard and they come fast.
Yeah. Yeah, we're looking at an interesting partnership here of Alani Nicklin and Johan Timmer. Not the usual pairing. And Alani Nicklin usually partnered up with a gentleman called Tom Hartles from North Shore of Auckland. And Johan Timmer normally partnered up with a Mike Watson from Tauranga. Both of them usually a front court player, so they'll be loving to play a bit of back court. The one thing as a front court player is when you get that chance to defend and you get the pick.
That's a great feeling, isn't it?
Oh, it's awesome. Wish I could do it more often. If you're just joining us, we're here at the final of the 3-star Karapiro Open down here at the Mighty River Domain. This is the first out of the best of 3 sets with a point side change actually, 13-12 to Timmer and Nicklin. And a timeout has just been called by Jeffrey Preston.
So here in beach volleyball, your technical timeouts are a minute, and then your standard timeouts are 30 seconds. So short and sharp, and back into it.
There's an inside set there again. So what's happening there is Perry's putting a set up, but the wind's just pushing it a little bit too far inside the court, closer to the middle of the net.
So you're seeing this replay here.
And what that means is that Dave Jeffrey needs to adjust to that change of to the set. And if he doesn't, he loses his line shot as well as his cross.
Nice work. And Timmer was almost there, but managed to squeeze it in that line.
So next point is a side change here. I think
this might even up the game.
There's that middle set again, but Perry's all over it. Is it back over? Great block there by Perry Preston. It's a tough one. You've got to take a lot of the net there when it's that middle set. And he did well. Here we see it.
Yeah, he did.
Great work. Arms split wide, taking as much space as possible. David Jeffrey just choosing one of the 2 sides, left or right, to defend.
So we got a float here. And a good leave.
Yeah, unfortunately that didn't drop quick enough.
Nice take.
deep ball there by David Jeffrey. So that gives Timmer and Nicklin their first 2-point lead here in the first set.
It's a great idea, but a bit of a miss hit.
Yeah, I think the difference here from the cuts that David Jeffrey was doing earlier was the sets were a little bit tighter. He was able to get under the radar. That wind is just pushing the sets all around now at the moment.
Nice work.
Little tape roll there on the top tape of the net. Just making it out of reach for Johan Timmer.
So Jeffrey and Preston were playing super consistently in the semi-final. So if they just tighten it up a little bit in the set, like they were in the semis, they'll be soon on a roll, that's for sure.
David Jeffrey to serve. Low set. Easily read by David Jeffrey, and he sends the cut back. Alani Nicklin just moving a little bit too quick, showing the space. David Jeffrey now going back for the serve. A little bit about David Jeffrey. He participated in the Youth Commonwealth Games. Is our beach volleyball not normally part of the Commonwealth Games. First time in the Gold Coast. And therefore Youth Commonwealth Games had beach volleyball as well. So there's a combination of that short set in the middle, speed up the tempo, create a bit of space. Johan Timmer just missing, going too far right, too far across.
When they get those shots in though, you can't get them.
Yeah.
Oh, recover.
There's a big point here, 17-0, this is for the cross. Cut there.
Good cut and good pick.
Oh, great set.
Oh, beautiful dig.
Oh, unfortunate. David Jeffrey got a massive pick there, but just could not put it away. So that brings 18-17 cross. Now, this is probably one of the biggest crosses in beach volleyball, is when the score equals a total of 35, because you're now coming down to crunch time. You have 1 point up, and it's a race. It's a race of 4, really.
Yeah. And here in beach volley, you need to win a set by 2 points.
That's correct. It's David Jeffrey going up, shortest player on the court, going up for the joust against Lani, winning the joust, but unfortunately forcing a net error, net touch error.
Good take by Jeffrey. Great scramble.
Oh.
We knew exactly what he was trying to do there. Just drop it nice and short.
Yep.
But unfortunately, a little bit too short.
Brings up set point here for Timmer and Nicklin in the first set.
This is crucial for Jeffrey and Preston.
Great peel there by Alani Nicklin. Set high.
Oh, beautiful swing.
And over top of Perry Preston. Bringing up this first set going to Alani Nicklin and Johan Timmer here down at the final of the 3-star Karapiro Open at the Mighty River Domain.
What a great set.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw Jeffrey and Preston coming out the box the quickest. They got a good lead to start with. Unfortunately, though, as we saw in the semi-final between Timmer and Nicklin and the two Kilpatricks, it's not first out the box, it's how you finish a set. And they came back and closed that gap and took the lead, winning 21-17. So,
hoping for another 3-set match today for this final.
Yeah, absolutely. It can definitely be done. We'll be talking a little bit about game tactics right now between David Jeffrey and Perry Preston. Getting a lot of great balls up, just unfortunately able to not execute the ball on that third touch.
As we saw in the semi-final, you know, they were very consistent. And it's just those little off shots that are really costing them crucial points.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, their semi-final was a big 3-set battle between Bay Fountain and Jack McManaway, two front court players normally. Same sort of setup here. We've got two front court players, which is Alani Nicklin and Johan Timmer. Sometimes when you're coming up against two towers like that, shooting the ball is really good. When you place a little lobs, you don't swing on the ball all the time because they're not used to defending as much. Someone at home who knows beach volley would be saying, Trent, you don't know what you're talking about there. It's because I'm a front court player as well.
Oh, great spin serve.
Wide set.
Good touch, but awesome swing.
Funny story, actually, a few weekends ago, we had Alani Nicklin and Johan Timmer playing against each other with their normal partners of Mike Watson and Tom Hardles, and I believe that was down in Invercargill.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, new courts down in Invercargill, pretty awesome. Sandpit similar to here in Karapiro. And the eventual victor of that competition was Alani Nicklin and Tom Hardles, I believe, against Mike Watson and Johan Timmer in the final.
So Nicklin's our defending champ.
Yeah. Of 3 stars this series, absolutely.
Oh, good leave.
That's where the matrix comes in, eh? The
Yeah.
old reflexes. Got to have good court awareness.
Especially for a float.
Yeah.
So as you'll see, these guys are mainly doing float serves or spin serves.
Nowhere to go there. That was what we call a trap set, where the set is just bang on the ball, bang on the net, and the blocker just puts his hands on it. Once he grabs that ball, you ain't getting it past him. It's a trap. Good work there by
Lovely work.
David Jeffrey. Johan Timmer deciding to peel. Good little rally going on. No one on the net.
Good leg.
Unfortunately cut too wide. The reason is how in the air, hands pass Timmer, but it does not indicate it's out of hands. And Kevin knows well rift on the Asian Federation Tour, and at a number of first riff here in areas. Great to see him back up on the podium.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Just a communication there to find out who is the correct server. We're just going to take into the scorer at the moment will be the one who has the correct. Now we've sorted it out as David Jeffrey, the serve. May have gone out of rotation there, but that's okay. It sometimes happens. Short set there.
Oh, good read by Jeffrey.
Can he get up?
That was a very hard ball.
Beautiful play.
Yeah. Oh, good touch though.
Some of you at home might be thinking, was that not 4 touches by Preston and Jeffrey? But you see, in beach volleyball, when there's a joust, when 2 blockers are at the net and they both touch the ball consistently at the same time, that does not count as one of your 2 touches. But if it's just a block, if it's a hit off of the hands, then that's considered one of your touches. So it was allowed to have 4 touches in that situation.
An awesome roll.
Yeah, great vision over top of the blocker there from Jeffrey.
And Preston at the service. Nice and close. Second set so far. Ooh, great swing just off that block.
We're seeing them run that short set quite often. Johan Timmer likes to run that, and it's mainly because we've got a bit of gust coming down here. So you keep the set low, you keep it controlled. Unfortunately, that's standing float serve. Probably classified as one of the easiest serves, but on a windy day. Can go anywhere. Just like we've seen just there. 2 service errors in a row.
So it's not what you want?
No.
Hopefully no more.
Yeah.
Lovely setup. And great roll right on the corner.
I was talking about having 2 front court players. When you're playing against 2 front court players like Nicklin and Timmer, shots are pretty hard to read if you can hide them like David Jeffrey does. There it is again.
What a swing.
Yeah. Johan, probably one of the bigger hitters out here on the courts today. I've seen Lane Nicklin hit some big balls too. And when you're playing here at Lake Karapiro, you're playing in the sand pit, and the sand's a bit dense, so you actually get a little bit higher. They'll be loving this. I think they're like they're flying.
Oh. Great swing by Jeffrey.
Yeah, David Jeffrey, the shortest player on the court, at 5 foot. You'd probably say 5'11".
Yeah. Got some great hops though.
Yeah, absolutely. There's that short set again.
Oh, great coverage by Preston.
There he goes. Says not again. The short set. Johan Timmer hitting that cross every time. This time, Perry stepping into the cross and taking it out.
It was quite impressive too. He managed to stay over that ball and follow it.
Yeah, Perry Preston's pretty good. He, that's just going too far deep to not catch any drop. Yeah, Perry Preston, I play against him quite a lot on the tour, and one thing I admire about him is he's quick on the sand and he floats through the air, just stays up there. If you ever have to joust against Perry Preston, you're in for a big bit of a problem there. And a great little slice, yeah.
Yeah, great strategic play. So a great combination of talent as well. As you'll see, Jeffrey and Perry Preston are very technical, lots of rolls and cuts. And you've got Timmer and Nicklin, who are more of your big hitters. Still very technical, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. The difference is that Perry Preston and Dave Jeffrey are all about hustle. So they'll get a ball up and they'll work hard to get that ball back across the net.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, they'll scramble.
Yeah. And with beach volleyball, if you can just keep the ball up in the air, then you're a winner. Until you hit it down to their side of the net, obviously.
Good recovery.
Wow, good work. Yeah.
Preston was all over that.
Yeah, he put some good pressure up there, and Timber probably just thought it was going to drift on with the wind, but it didn't. Perry was there to take it anyway.
Yeah. 10-10.
For you at home that are watching at the moment, and you're thinking, this is an interesting sport, beach volleyball. A couple of simple rules about it. You get 3 touches each side to get the ball back across the net.
Woo! Beautiful swing.
Very good stuff. And the aim of the game is to keep it within the lines of the court, which are at 8 meters by 8 meters on each side of the net. And they must pass between the 2 antennas, which are the red and white sticks.
We're at 21 points, which means it's timeout time.
Yeah.
This is our technical, so this is a 1-minute break.
Technicals, I love a technical timeout. You know it's coming, and you can almost work on a strategy if it's pretty close, just to win a couple of points or lose a couple of points, but be able to know that you can change your strategy at this point, and it's not going to cost you anything because it's free of charge.
All right, game on.
Let's see if either the two teams have changed up on their strategy, with Nicklin and Johan Timmer running some short sets and some inside sets inside the net. And we have David Jeffrey and Perry Preston.
Oh, that was close. It was just out. As you can see, over at the skysportnext flags, the wind is picking up.
Yep. It's been gusty. He goes for the back set.
Nice roll. Good placement by Timmer.
Yeah. We haven't seen them wrap around before, but I think they would have picked up that the wind was picking up. You always want to set with the wind, so it drifts with the wind. It's a lot easier than sending it into the wind because it'll just move around. You got to have some strong legs to be able to push it into the wind.
Oh, brilliant serve. Not sure if it was intentional.
No, those are never intentional.
No.
And if you're nice and courteous, you'd actually say sorry to the other team because it's hard to get those ones when they hit the top tape and roll on over. You're about 7 meters away from it.
Lovely roll, lovely read.
Ooh. Dave Jeffrey potentially could have got a hand on that, but may have just hesitated just that little bit too long in the backcourt. Tim and Nicklin now taking the lead for the first time here in the second set at the same sort of period that we saw in the first set.
Oh, great work.
Yeah, use and abuse. Johan Timmer hanging the washing out, putting those hands up there. And David Jeffrey saw those hands and decided, you know what, I'm going to shoot it off of those hands so it goes out. Target practice. Is that short set again?
Oh, nice roll.
I tell you what, we have actually seen a change up in the strategy. They're still doing the low set. Johan Timmer's still asking for the low set, but normally he's crushing those cross court. Now he's shooting them back to the line.
Yeah, and that can really catch you off guard in the backcourt, especially if you're expecting to line up for a big hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can get a bit stuck in the mud. Oh!
There it is, but maybe too wide, and it was.
Too wide, but I tell you what, awesome approach.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice short. Oh, too short.
Float serve just trying to put that onto the 1 meter away from the front of the net, but it ends up landing on his side.
Jeffrey and Preston really needed that point too.
Good serve.
Oh, and that was probably going out.
Wow.
Good
Jeffrey,
pick.
good read, yeah. Oh!
And that can happen.
Yeah, I've actually seen players do that on purpose. I don't think David Jeffrey meant to do that on purpose, where they go up for the hit, they fake the hit, so the block comes up, and they do the old headbutt over. So those guys in Brazil, you ever seen them use their feet and their chest to play a little bit of a soccer volley? I'm not sure what the sport's called.
Oh, great block. Read that perfectly.
Brings up 17-14 here in the second set. Tim and Nicklin taking the first set. We're here at the final of the Karapiro Open, the men's final. This 3-star tournament.
Lovely take.
Cleaned up by Perry Preston. Off the hands of Johan. Unfortunately, digging it into the net on the third touch.
Yep, it's hard to dig that ball off of the net.
Yeah, absolutely, especially on that third point, yeah. Tight set. Ooh, we see a net touch by Perry Preston. Unfortunately, just trying to go too aggressive on that block. He thought he could grab it.
You'll see here on the replay.
Here he goes. He goes for the aggression, but just penetrates too much, touching the top tape of the net. Good sal, but Johan reading that real easy. Big high set. Wow.
Good line.
Yeah, great play there by Johan Timmer.
All right, now this is crucial for Preston and Jeffrey.
Yeah, we talk about that. When that set score equals a total of 35, you want to be taking the lead. So we know that Nicklin and Timmer are in the lead here at 19-15. You want a 19-16 cross.
See what magic they work. Woo!
And there it is.
Yep. That was beautiful.
And that brings up the cross here. So that's exactly what Jeffrey Preston wanted, the 16-19 cross. They move over to, it's hard to say if there's a good side here today. The wind is swirling around. But whatever side they're on, they had to make use now. It's usually in this final side change that we usually see the set end. Deep serve on Johan.
It's a good take.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful line.
That was a massive swing by Johan Timmer. Big high set too. It's hard to say where those sets are going, but Nicklin's setting those perfectly to the wind's conditions, actually.
All right, so this is match point for Timmer and Nicklin. Beautiful swing. Oh!
Barry's got to go.
Nice recovery. Great work. Ah. And I believe that is game.
Yeah, formidable finish here by Perry Preston. David Jeffrey chasing down a big pick by David Jeffrey, but unfortunately not able to get the point with Johan Timmer finishing with the cup.
Awesome match, and especially awesome last point.
Yeah, really awesome. We've seen some great rallies actually, which is really cool to see. It just shows the finesse of the volleyball when the rallies keep rolling like we have seen today. But that is the end of the men's final here at the 3-star Karapiro Open at the Mighty River Domain between Alani Nicklin and Johan Timmer, your finalists and winners here today. We'll be just taking a short break now, and we'll see you shortly at 3 o'clock for the women's final. I'm your host, Trent, and we'll see you shortly. Bye.
First, there'll be an interview for skysportnext with Johan and Alani.
Johan Timmer and Alani Nicklin.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling about the game? Great work.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Yeah, it was so much fun to be playing out there. First time playing with Yo. Yeah, just happy. Yeah, it was pretty good fun.
Yeah, same. Yeah, just obviously first time playing with Lions. We train a lot, play indoor together, but yeah, first time together on the sand. So yeah, a bit different, bit of fun.
Awesome. How'd you find your opponents? Because it was quite a technical game, lots of cut shots, things like that.
Yeah, they came out really strong. We were struggling to get rhythm, so full credit to them. They were playing real hard, and then we sort of just found ourselves getting a bit more rhythm, a couple stops, and got really fired up for the end of that first set to take it, and then was pumped up to try to keep that going through the next set.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on the win, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Great game.
Yeah, cheers.